Hey guys, it's Green Zero back here again for another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary, and you're like, yes, where have I been? I've been quite busy, but here we are with another season of videos. Always wanted to keep making videos, so I'm back here again. 2020 has been quiet, but I've kicked it off with another season of VODs, Season 11. Up to like 560 something or 70 something videos. I have to double check, but every time I start a new season, I redo a lot of the graphics, thumbnails, scoreboard, stuff like that, etc. And new rendering options make the video look as beautiful as possible. In the top right hand side, we have Tipzee, z+Tipzee, playing as the Scrin faction. Disintegrators out to the left hand side. DuneTiger is on the bottom left hand as GDI Vanills. This is a random mirror. Neither side knows what the other is, and both sides sent me this replay, so which is interesting because normally the loser wouldn't recommend the game they lost, so I'm not sure who's going to win this game. But DuneTiger appears to be aware of these Disintegrator squads. But anyway, going back to my video, it's been very quiet. Cybert, of course, is back and has showed us the power of 60 FPS interpolating, which very quickly I was able to replicate in Vegas. It uses a different rendering program, so hopefully this video will be 60 FPS. And you're like, Green Zero, the game does not run at 60 FPS. No, I'm recording in 30 FPS, but the interpolating will generate the additional frame necessary, and it looks beautiful. Hopefully there's no issues with rendering a full-length video like that, but this spike is going to be under threat now. DuneTiger, is he going to respond? He has an APC with an engineer. No, sorry, a rifleman squad. I was getting ahead of myself. Again, I haven't been playing that much recently either. He's not going to be able to save the spike. A minefield will come down. Tipzee, unfortunately, does wander onto that minefield. He built a lot of disintegrator squads there. At least 6 squads, I believe, and he's really been thinned down. DuneTiger can just sit across there and trap them into that area. I believe he wants to dig them out, though, because he'd want to use that APC for other methods. APC does go gung-ho right in. He gets the APC kill. Tipzee not going to be too disappointed with that. A spike and an APC. I mean, at least he's kind of cut some of his losses there. And that spike, of course, will not generate anything for the rest of the game. Tipzee will expand. We have DuneTiger also expanding to the right-hand side here. But oh my god, what a year it's been, 2020. And again, there's replays to cast, and I really want to get back into doing a lot of casts, not just this trickle feed of content I was doing for the last 6 months, where you got maybe 1 or 2 videos a month or every now and then. This year, I believe I've only done about 2 videos or something, like 2 or 3 videos, so I'm hoping to get back into the swing of things now, especially with Cyber being back. That's such a huge boon to the community, but DuneTiger will have the Pitbull out. It's going to be an economic build here for z+Tipzee. There's the Harvester. This is no doubt going to be an Extractor, so early game shenanigans now going to develop into a mid-game economic build here. Once they have their refs down, they'll probably start taking a swing at each other again. Portal comes down. Disintegrator squad's extremely effective at pushing back any of that type of harassment. If any more Pitbulls were thinking about joining the party, they would wreck that party pretty thoroughly. War Factory comes down now for DuneTiger. Second War Factory online. Is Tipzee going for a War Factory or another refinery? Let's see if he gets greedy. I mean, he can go for another refinery if he wants. He can defend pretty easily with these disintegrators for the start of the game. Gunwalkers are now coming out from z+Tipzee, but he puts down a nerve center. That's interesting. We didn't see that one coming. I thought maybe it would have been an Extractor or at least another War Factory, but he's going for a nerve center, which means he's either going to fast tech or he's going to do some type of push. Now, he does not have fast legs on his disintegrators because he is Scrin Vanilla, so that is not an option for him. DuneTiger going to be falling back now. This APC is going to want to put it into reverse as well, but no, he's just going to chill here, and he's going to be destroyed, unfortunately. So hemorrhaging a few units here and there. Not something you want to do at the start of the game, because obviously units at the start of the game are much, much more important. Later on, you can span them out quite a bit more often. He's going to be able to shred these guys now, and a spike will come down. That will help Tipzee maintain his ground, but again, these disintegrators without fast legs, they get thinned very quickly. I mean, they're not very good they're not a very good offensive unit, as we can see here. And now that they're all gone, he's just left with Gunwalkers, which he can use to focus down some units, but he's going to back off. He needed some Seeker tanks there if he really wanted to commit to that. I mean, even if he decided to stay there, he's not getting any Harvesters. He's just going to trade some units. We'll pick off a Gunwalker. Another one of those Pitbulls goes down, but more of these guys getting shredded. Looks like DuneTiger just got cleared out of that garrison, and he does stop that one, so he will maintain his scout on the right-hand side. Mecha Pete is coming out, which means z+Tipzee does have his tier 3 down already, so that was quick. DuneTiger, does he have his tier 3? He has tier 2 out, AP armor on the way, selling up racks there as well. It looks like he's going to stay on a lower tier option. He's going to need some Shatterer tanks, yeah, because I'm going to say without tech, I mean, Shadow tanks are just so good, and this, oh my god, unfortunately, straight into there. That's unfortunate. Pitbulls are trying to find a gap on the other side, running right into these Gunwalkers, and there is a Mechapede here as well. They will have to back out. He's going to want to try to thin the Gunwalkers as much as possible because they will, of course, become a problem later on. They'll tank for other units. That Mechapede was nicely taken care of. Shadow tanks just so devilishly good against Mechapedes. Mechapedes are very lightly armored. So, of course, and the Shadow just goes straight through them, and there is an issue where if 2 units are too close together, it will do additional damage as well. So that means these Shadow tanks, super effective versus these guys here. And they're going to push them back again. These Mechapedes on a map this big shouldn't really be getting close to those Shadow tanks, but they are. He's going to try to herd them around. Keep an eye on those battle markers there. DuneTiger is making a move through the middle of the map. He has managed to circumvent that one Shadow tank, even getting some shots off on it, but DuneTiger is going to turn it around. There's Orcas here, and he goes straight for the head, and they're Shard Mechas, so they cannot do anything against those Orcas. So yeah, Tier 2, sitting pretty heavily on Tier 2, which you can do so in this situation, but I mean, you've got to remember these tripods are going to come out. If they have AA, they can really cause some issues. There's nowhere near enough ground here for the GDI player. The thing about this is that tripods can clean up this Tier 1 GDI pretty easily, as long as they have at least a decent amount of numbers. Shadow tanks being destroyed. The problem is that they can destroy the units so quickly that the firepower of the GDI force just evaporates extremely quickly. I don't know about that. You don't really want to gift those Orcas after you just gifted those units. So some more units here. They'll have to pull back. He's going to have to defend this attack because he's no doubt going to get hit. He does have some forces here as well. Nothing much else happening. Some Pitbulls are going to find the drone ship, but I mean, that's got so much armor. It's going to take a long time to destroy that. So we'll keep an eye on this engagement here. Orcas are on the flank, and they could dart in, and they are going to dart in. Nice focus fire on the front tripods there, and he will focus that one down as well. He's going to score 2 tripods before he really loses many tanks. He will send the Orcas back in. They will get shredded, but they do get another tripod, and that's definitely worth it here. You can trade some Orcas for these units, that's fine, and he will route that attack. That was really well done by DuneTiger. He gets pushed back there though. That engagement, the way he used the Orcas, the way he focused fire on each individual tripod, the ground forces were focusing one while the air focused another, allowed him to take 2 out very quickly, and then a third fell, and all of a sudden Tipsy was sent home early. So basically, Buzzer Swarm has to be used for the purpose of cleaning up the husks. Obviously, that's an ability you want to save just in case infantry come out, but I mean, DuneTiger doesn't really have a lot of infantry right now, or really any at all, so I don't think Tipsy's going to be missing that support power too much. More tripods coming out now, needs to help replace his losses. I believe one tripod did manage to retreat with the main force. We have the expansion point captured, which is really unusual. Tipsy, if he's spotted this field anytime soon, he won't be able to see it on the other side, but I mean, he can pretty much guess that he's going to be there. Might be able to get a harvest heal. Uses the phase field off. Very popular to use phase field on harvesters because, I mean, they can still harvest and refine while phased, and it just makes them invincible, which is fantastic. Of course, he won't have that ability for the next engagement because there's almost certainly going to be another engagement before that ability cools down, so I want to get those tanks repaired. The War Factory is right there from DuneTiger. Don't believe he's going for tier 3, no. Hammerhead's flying around now as well. Just a single Hammerhead battle marker over here. The Orcas found a gap. They will snipe that harvester. They're just going to take out this power plant. There's some light AA over there, but I mean, this is the thing. These Orcas can strike wherever there is no AA. And they're going to make their presence felt. Tipsy will have to put down more static AA or try to deal with them another way. He's got these Predator tanks now moving back for repairs, so that's good for him. He's going to repair those up. He's got quite a lot of Predator tanks on the ground. If he gets railguns, that will be beneficial, but against a lot of tripods, the problem is that the Predator tanks don't have a lot of health. Actually managed to repair that up, so it's not going to die to the Orca strike. And the problem is that the tripods can thin the numbers. They can thin the Preds so fast that the firepower the Predators have evaporates extremely quickly, and that's why, I mean, you generally want Mammoth tanks to do this job, because Mammoth tanks deal way more damage than Predators, and they can tank quite a lot of shots, but they are expensive, they are slow. Tripods can usually try to go around them or avoid them. It is very dependent on your playstyle. There are other GDI units that can deal with the tripods, such as Mass Orca, Zone Heads, things like that, infantry. But you got to remember that the Skrin is a very versatile faction. They don't need very many units in their unit comp to cover all their weaknesses and to be quite strong. So they are the king of versatility in this game. It's pretty much why they have less units than all the other factions. If you think about it, Skrin have less infantry and less ground units, just because their units do more things and they do them pretty good. So I think that's one of the drawbacks of Skrin when they design them. They kind of made them a jack of all trades kind of thing. Now, they are expensive, of course. They can be an expensive faction. I mean, tripods aren't exactly cheap. They're $3 grand each, and you need that expensive upgrade for them. But they're definitely the best tier 3 armor unit in the game. Of course, we know that avatars have made a big comeback thanks to Senna, showing that avatars for some reason are actually extremely powerful. He will be able to clean that spike up. Tipzee just scouting it out, just having a look around. That Harvester, unfortunately not able to escape. DuneTiger is meandering around, has quite a few forces here, so he's got railguns done. So, I mean, if he can disable, has he got any EMP grenades? There's a barracks here, he's got these guys here, he's got his space command up. We have a wormhole in here. And there's something happening up here. Oh, he's actually going to take down the tier 2 with his zone heads. He did not see these zone heads. He's going to be able to take out all the tier 3. That upgrade will be cancelled. He'll be able to take out the power grid as well. But meanwhile, he's losing all of them. Look at all these dead harvesters. No, that's not good at all. He's lost like 4 or 5 harvesters in the blink of an eye. Oh, that's heaps of harvesters. The other 2 are sort of retreating, but I guess they changed their mind. Shockwave artillery, what are you doing? There's nothing there to capitalize on the shockwave. Meanwhile, the zone heads should be able to kill. Oh, no, not quite. He has to use the stasis. That's actually good for DuneTiger, because that's a really expensive support power and a long cooldown time. And these harvesters, what are they doing? Oh my god, he's just sacked his harvesters there. The tripod can probably, yeah, he's got a mastermind, so he can teleport away. He didn't have a tier 3, so he can't phase. I mean, probably not that it's on cooldown. And was that all of his harvesters? Oh my god, in one attack. I mean, he did not move his harvesters. Why did he not do that? He bails out the zone troopers because there are 3 plasma missile batteries there. That's interesting. So that was pretty swanky by DuneTiger. I mean, he probably could have just flowed away and maybe got at least some of them away. He's going to turn around and take out these power plants, but Tipzee's going to have to deal with them now. 1 Gunwalker's not enough. He can probably just take that out. He will take out more power plants as well. He does have scanner packs, which increases the range and then also gives them stealth detection. Not that that's really important against Skrin, since they only have 1 stealth unit in the whole game. That's the Assimilator. Not exactly a serious threat. They are. Might be able to get 1 more of these Gunwalkers. We'll get that battle marker over here. 1 Predator tank just wanders into this base. Okay, maybe he's just checking or scouting with a Predator tank, because that's what you do these days, I guess. Zone Trooper Squad still alive. He's going to be moving out here. DuneTiger does have a sizable force, but I mean, with all of his economy, he's got 1 Harvester out. And he had to sell every... Oh my god, that 1 attack was just handled so badly. All he needed to do was, when the Hexaball came through, just move the Harvesters away, and he would have been dandy, but instead he lost all of his Harvesters, and he's going to bypass... He knows that's there. He's going to go for a base trade. I'm not sure how well this is going to work out. Tipzee does seem to have the more powerful... There's actually no buildings over here, so Tipzee's not going to find much at all until he gets around to the center of the map. A lot of infantry there that are coming through. I'm assuming those are going to be EMP grenades. Unfortunately, those pit bulls are getting just chewed up by the disintegrator squads. He does have some APCs here, so he can deal with this. The hexapod is over here, though. The hexapod is over here now. And oh, geez. Here we go. EMP grenades get thrown, and he teleports. He teleports out of the way. Those corruptors, not so lucky, will be obliterated. More EMP comes down, and it looks like DuneTiger is making a push for it. It could be a base trade. It's going to be a base trade because his army is coming down here to DuneTiger's base. The Orcas are like, see you later. We're out of here, guys. Now they're moving across to the other side. He's got all these Grenader squads here, fully upgraded Grenader squads. We could see a pretty intense engagement right here, right now. He's going to go in. He's got the Orcas there as well, and he's going to move around. His Orcas are overlapping on that plasma missile battery there. That's unfortunate. And he needs to get EMP off right now onto that hexapod. That hexapod is doing a lot of damage. EMP comes down. He's got the EMP on the hexapod. He needs to try to focus and destroy it. He's got a lot of railgun Predator tanks here, and he will pop that. He pops it like a balloon. Oh my god, the drone ship. The drone ship's like, see you later, guys. I am out of here. The drone ship is leaving, and DuneTiger can now clean house on this base. His whole base is gone, though. He's got an insurance policy. The MCB is over there. If that gets found, he's a dead man. He's going to come through, he's going to try to rip through this infrastructure as quick as he can. He's going to have to turn around. Gunwalkers are coming up the slope, but they're coming up not all grouped up. Here we go, the main bulk of the force, or the main bulk of the armies. Oh, massive EMP! massive EMP. Damn, he's just going to destroy all these forces. Chain EMP comes down. Is there a heroic Predator tank there? There is a heroic Predator tank right there. He's going to murder the remainder of these tripods now. He's going to be able to destroy them. The rocket squads are helping out. The composite armor, a bit of a move order there from DuneTiger. He needs to get rid of that move order because a lot of his infantry just got thinned out then. And he really needs every unit possible. Battle marker over here as well. He will find the expansion point. He's actually trying to go for the corners, trying to figure out where DuneTiger's last buildings are. And he's got the drone ship. There is a zone trooper squad over here which has spotted this. I'm not sure if he's spotted the zone. Yeah, no, he's moving it around. Maybe, I'm not 100% sure. He will clean this base up, so that base is finished. And he will be able to destroy the remainder of those forces. One Predator tank being left behind. You want to make sure all your forces are there. He needs to go right now. He didn't actually spot that there. The Harvester's actually taking Tib, but not actually spotting that DuneTiger's in the bottom of the map. He knows it's here. He knows the location. He needs to go right now. What's he doing? He's just meandering around. Oh my god, does Tipsy have money to recover? He's going to recover. He's going to be able to put a ref down. He needs time. He needs time. And DuneTiger, he knows his base is there. You don't give him time. Where's he going? Oh no, this is like, if he didn't know the base location, that would be fine, but he clearly knows it's there. Also his engineer, we never took that spike. He knows it's there because of his zone trooper squad. But he's just taken the long way around, and Tipsy's now got an extractor down. If I was Tipsy, I'd go for a portal. You could pump out photon cannons and disintegrators, because guess what? There's no anti-infantry here except for these grenaders, which are not exactly great at killing them. Oh man, I think he gave him too much time. He's going to be able to put this portal down now. And once the portal's down, he's going to start spamming out those disintegrators. He needs to quickly go in and focus that portal down immediately. It's in a spot where he might be able to focus it. This is going to be the final fight of the game, and he will be starting to take losses. The heroic Predator tank is taking a lot of gunfire. He will pop it. He popped. He lost it. That's unfortunate. He's going to throw the nice EMP grenades, but he's backing up. He needs to know, what are you doing? Destroy them now. Oh, this is it. That's it. The disintegrators are out now. Unfortunately, DuneTiger just gave him the precious seconds he required. I mean, if DuneTiger, he could have been here at least 10 seconds earlier, and then he would have rocked up when the extractor was just coming down, and he could have just destroyed everything before any anti-infantry came out. But unfortunately, Tipsy managed to sneak that time, and that time will give him the victory here. DuneTiger has nothing left on the map. He sold his last structures. He tried to get some rifleman squads out, but they're way too late, and now he's going to even recover this husk. DuneTiger is done. We can see he actually moved his MCV to the top left, but there's really nothing much he can do in this situation. I'm assuming he's just going to tap out of this game because he doesn't have enough money to build a refinery. Yeah, he's stalling, and he does have a spike, but Tipsy has effectively won this game now, and there we go. Good. DuneTiger's not going to make us wait the extra 10 minutes for Tipsy to find his base, so oh man, you just got a feel for Dune there. He had the opportunity to win the game. I mean, Tipsy had better opportunities as well. Both sides made some good decisions and some iffy decisions, so that's how the game rolls. A lot of people watch replays and they say, oh, if I played it again, I would have done this differently. But I mean, in the heat of the moment, you made a decision that you thought was the best one, and so if you replayed the game without that knowledge, you probably would have made the same decision. Tipsy did get more money than DuneTiger, about $38,000 more. We can see this is here where the base trade starts. So Tipsy's still able to refine before flatlining and starting to refine again at the end there. But DuneTiger, kill death ratio was great, 1.36 to 0.71. Maybe all the disintegrators were getting killed because, I mean, the tripods, there were quite a few tripods. But nonetheless, well done to Tipsy. He will win the game. DuneTiger, unfortunately, not able to get the victory here, but it was a good game by both players. I'm going to do my best to bring you some more videos as soon as possible. I'm Green Zero. Stay tuned to my channel, and I'll do my best to bring you some more content as soon as possible.